Welcome in again to another version of the Union Football Coaches Show. Rick Corey along with the head coach of the Redskins, Kirk Frederick, down the turnpike for the first time.
Yeah, it was. It's really weird to think that how many weeks we didn't travel, but when you start trying to think about getting the equipment on the trucks and getting the kids transported and bus lists and everything, there's more there than what you want to do for sure. But overall, you could tell that. I don't think we traveled really well. You'll see in the video later. Probably wasn't the cleanest game that we could have played, and we'll adjust from it. We'll get better at it. Those kinds of things, but. As a coach, a lot of times you think, it's just a couple hours, it's no big deal, but it definitely had a little bit of an effect on our team.
Yeah, it's a different mood, there's no question. Let's take a look at the statistics from this game as Union was able to win this game over Putnam City. And what jumps off the page at you first?
Obviously the penalties. I think, with declined penalties and stuff, we could have been in that 160 to 170 yards in penalties, and you're just not going to play good football when you have that many. And some of those are effort level, some are things that we could do better, and but penalties were a big part of it. And then we were able to play pretty good defensively, especially in that second half, and create some turnovers, which helped our team get that point margin that we had. But it was a tight game. Putnam City played really hard, really well early on, and overall, I think you'll see in the video when we talk later that we had some kids that played well, but it wasn't our cleanest football game.
It's nice to see the 186 yards in passing, because going to Rovan Banks at quarterback, you knew, yes, he's capable still. You got to throw him out there. He gets player of the week offensively, but he did more than just throw it, didn't he?
I think once he settled in, and remembered a little bit of the quarterback position, he hadn't played it in quite some time, and so excited to have him back there. And the energy that he gave our team in practice last week was really good. And Rovan, like you said, had 4 touchdowns. He threw a couple of them, couple passing, couple running. Just did a really good job for us, and we're excited to see how he performed. Offensive Player of the Week.
And then I was actually on the air doing the Tulsa game, but got a text, hey, did you hear what Gabe Ford just did? He's your Defensive Player of the Week. Yeah. Nice score on his part.
He had a bunch of tackles. I mean, there were some guys that played really well. Mekhi Belt played really well. But Gabe, 14 tackles, and then in the second half gets a strip fumble and then scores with it as well. And he said, hey, I took it back to my UFA days, the youth football days, and put a little move on the guy down by the goal line, and excited for Gabe, not a better kid, and for him to obviously have a cool play, but also that's what we needed at that time. And
you mentioned Mekhi Belt, he gets your special teams player.
I think if when the game is really tight like that, and 7-7 kind of deal, to have a guy return a kickoff in the way that Mekhi did, he just kind of decided at halftime, we're going to change the way this game is played, and I'm going to make a big play and get the energy going. If you could point to a play in our game, I think it was that kickoff return by Mekhi Belt.
All right, so we're going to get the first half highlights here in a moment. I do want to make this point. You say it's only 2 hours. One of the hard things about that is you're taking kids out of a normal day down the turnpike, and that's really the biggest deal, isn't it?
Yeah, we're having to get out of school early. That part of it, probably a chance to relax too much. It's just the routine of what they're doing. They're in a locker room that's not. It's nice, but people are sitting on the floor. There's just no comfort level of getting focused for a game, and I think that hurt us early on.
Well, and the good news is at the end of it, it'll be Putnam City who's uncomfortable. We'll get back to the first half highlights next on the Union Football Coaches Show.
We're athletes,
coaches,
and your child's high school athletic trainer. We're your friends and neighbors.
And we make our home
in green country.
Like you, we run
and fish,
hike,
and bike.
We enjoy the mountains
and lakes.
So we know how important
staying active is to you. Staying active is to you.
We're physicians
and therapists.
Our groundbreaking treatments
are helping you heal faster.
Helping you heal faster.
We're Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma.
And we're the team physicians for more universities,
more high schools,
and more club teams
than all other providers combined.
We're focused on providing you
personalized orthopedic care.
Personalized orthopedic care.
Treating the area's best teams.
And the athlete in all of us.
And the athlete in all of us.
Back again, segment 2 on the Union Football Coaches Show, along with the head football coach Kirk Frederick. I'm Rick Corey. Let's get right to the first half highlights of Union and Putnam City on a trip down the turnpike to play those Pirates.
The original, the Pirates, Putnam City original, and definitely a lot of good players have come, played on this field, and you know, out there in our white uniforms for the first time. And you see Rovon early on. We come out, gets a nice throw to Gino. Gino played a good game. Sophomore Gino Boyd. Rovon gets the ball out to him and picks up a first down. And you know, kind of feel like, all right, we've completed a pass. We got some good runs. There's Junior Smith off the edge. Everything feels pretty good, moving the ball out to midfield. Unfortunately, we got a holding call here on that one, puts us back behind the sticks, and it's going to kind of be the way things are, especially early in this game.
What a good escapability there again.
Yeah, Rovon getting out of the pocket, get the ball out to Junior, come back with an empty set, and they do a good job blitzing off that edge and kind of gets us in a bind there. On that one, gets us to third and forever, and so we just sprint out, try to get a ball there, but felt like we played defense on this end of the field that first half. They come out and get the ball. Really talented quarterback from Putnam City. Run the ball a lot. They come back with the reverse, try to get to the outside. Braylon Irvin Fisher's there to kind of beat it up, and then D-Rob comes in, Devin Robinson from the safety position, and stops the reverse. Come right back here. We fit really well. Jaden Rowe comes in, does a nice job, get a holding penalty for them, and here you see Irvin Fisher come in and makes a nice stop on fourth down. Get the ball again down deep on our end. Come back, try to get a play action down the field, and you see Rovon steps up in the pocket, but we just don't quite get what we need out of it. Get another holding penalty there. Of course, it's declined with the lost yardage there, and unfortunately, we're just not able to get a lot going. We've got to punt the ball away again. Putnam City is deep in our territory. Defense has got to play well. Had a lot of missed tackles early. Just an odd night between the flow of the game with some of the penalties and some of the things, and some of it's the effort and focus on our part. But you'll see as the game goes on, our kids start to pick up their play a little bit. There's Gabe chasing down the tailback on the outside. Of course, we talked about Micaiah Belt settling in and playing well there on the sideline. Get a big stop, get the offense the ball. A little bit better field position than what we had, getting the ball out there to Junior. Junior is such a good tailback, good kid, and gets some good push up front. Gets us to a second down play. Try to run the bootleg. We stumble just a little bit out of there. We take the sack, and now we're back behind the chains. Tough situation for us. Rovon does a great job scrambling and picks up a few yards for us on third down. But again, finally we're able to punt it to their end of the field for the first time.
Yeah, it's nice to flip the field and give yourself at least a little room.
Tough quarterback, does a great job running the option. Really good job by Mackay. Great job on the pitch back there. Mackay comes up. You see a lot of guys swarming. Gets us to a short yardage situation, and you see a big time stop for us there. But unfortunately, get enough just to pick up the first down. Quarterback was really kind of like a tailback carrying the football, so tough guy. He played with a lot of energy, and we had to adjust to his running style. Good play there by Jamori. Jamori Ray from the safety spot comes and knocks him out of bounds. We're able to get a big stop and get the ball to our offense at midfield. Junior, again, with a nice carry, gets about 15 yards on the play. Got really good block there by Suleiman. How about your offensive center, Nate Marshall? 15 yards downfield. There's Big Nate down there making a nice block for us.
Very good patience by Junior, too.
Mishandled the handoff here. Again, some of the things you're going to get with the new quarterback and some of the things we're doing, and we turned the ball over. Got the ball deep, but just not able to handle it there. Excellent job by Micaiah Belt on the play. They get a holding call. We misfit just a little bit. Guy makes us look silly. We talked about how talented he was, and picks up a few yards. Trying to get the ball down the field, and you can see right there, got good coverage down the field. Jamori's there. Wish he would have come up with that one there, but we got called on a holding call on the receiver. Really good job. D-Rob's playing a lot better at safety, making some nice plays for us. He's a very physical player. Comes in there. Demarion Thomas, a lot of D's on our team we got to keep up with here, Rick. Demarion Thomas with a nice stop. There's Matthias as well, and Big D in there, doing a good job. Get a good twist and pressure up front. Jackson Jennings on the pressure down the field. The quarterback doesn't have time to make an accurate throw. Suleiman with the block there, comes around the corner on the power play, does a good job with that. Come back, get a holding call out of it, and puts us behind the chains. You got a young sophomore, Damar Neely, in there at tailback, making his first carry on varsity action, and did a pretty good job for us. Really good job by Rovon finding Damon. Damon, again, is such a tough runner with the ball in his hands and does a really good job with it. You can see, again, kind of found something here with our guys with some tempo offense. You can see did a really good job, couple of plays there to Damon. Again, there's Junior with a nice pickup. Really good job. Here we are going backwards at 2 steps forward, 1 step back, or however, maybe 1 step forward, 2 back, I don't know. But you see a big play here by Junior to get the ball back into a manageable spot. Again, really good job by Rovon. Finds Damon Sanders, reads it well, and puts the ball where it needs to be. Come back, we get Damar in there, cutting it back a little bit on the zone play underneath the defensive end. Nice screen play, gets to the outside, and Junior's there. You see Big D and those guys and Damon down the field blocking really well. Again, smart decision, a little smoke route out to Junior, and Smith takes it inside the goal, down here inside the 5. Rovon gets the ball really close down to about the half-yard line there, and then Rovon is able to squeeze it in there at the pylon.
And that's with Lane Wood at quarterback.
Yeah, Lane Wood comes in that package and do a lot of different things out of that package.
Nice job by Rovon to avoid taking that hit and still getting it in.
So get the score, feel like a little breath of fresh air here. There's Gabe coming in. We want to do a good job defensively as we're going here and try to in the end of this half and try to get some guys making some plays. You see some really good stops up front. Got to try to cover down. We missed the tackle on the edge, and they're able to pick up a first down. Playing pretty good defense outside of a few tackles here or there. Just got to get our effort level up on tackling. Here they are offensively, again trying to run a little bit of a sweep around the edge. Just not enough want to out of our kids to make the stop. We adjusted some of those things at halftime and some of the fronts and things that we were going to run, but more than anything, it was about adjusting to the level that they're playing. Missed a couple of tackles there, good talent there, but a lot of guys swarming. You get a 330-pound nose guard chasing down the field. That's great effort by Big D.
And you had a nice job by Jackson to get there. Almost got there before the ball came out.
Got a really good play there by sophomore Trey Barnes on that one. We misfit just a little bit here. Some of the things we've done really well defensively is we've made these guys snap the football. We've made them. You have to continue to drive the field the whole way. They go for a little Hail Mary there at the end, and Jamori Ray knocks it down as we go into halftime. All
right, so you're up 7-0. Not a lot of flow in this one, but you had to feel good about that last offensive drive. So what's the halftime speech?
Well, the halftime speech was, I told you so. We weren't real focused before the game, and sometimes we're just trying to refocus a little bit, trying to dig ourselves out of this, and told them to play with extreme effort in the second half and see what happens.
Enthusiastic coaching,
yes.
Right? That's what you
yes.
get. Okay, we'll come back and see how that worked out. Second half highlights coming up at Union in Putnam City next year on the Union Football Coaches Show.
Diet Coke? Who are you, my mom?
You should be so lucky, because you know what moms do? Well, I suppose we should start with the whole giving you life thing. It seems like that should be enough. No? Okay. What about her ability to send shockwaves through the neighborhood without saying a word? Or whip up a ridiculous handmade costume that you forgot to tell her about. Not to make you happy, but because she had a reputation to uphold. She invented rideshare, called it carpool, and did it for free. She didn't need those dating apps either. You copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music.
Why not?
Oh, and she can win any argument in 4 words.
Because I said so.
Everything you're trying to do, she's already done it, did it better, and she did it with a Diet Coke in her hand. So, drink what your mama gave you.
This is the Union Football Coaches Show. Welcome back. That's the head football coach, Kirk Frederick. I'm Rick Corey. Union up 7-0 at the half against Putnam City. Let's get to the second half highlights. Good show up here.
Yeah, it really is. You know, sometimes you travel out west, you don't, it seems kind of dead. And our student section, our band did a great job the other night, and we really felt like we had a good crowd backing our kids, and excited about that. Got some guys flying around. Mackay's there again, does a good job. Get a little pressure off the edge. Need to make a play right there. Cyrus Burris, sophomore at corner, makes a nice stop for us on that play. Come right back, and oh my goodness. I mean, you could hear the ball thump off his chest. That ball was thrown so well by Rovon to Gino, and you're going to see as the game goes on, he starts making some big plays. Rovon, that's one of the things you can do if you've got a tailback at quarterback, is you can scramble a little bit. He gets out of the pocket, but unfortunately, get called on a holding call. Get a nice play here on a screen play. And again, we're the game in pictures. What do we call it? Up close and personal. We're getting a lot of up close and personal here.
Yeah, no good.
With the stripes. So, but offensively, kind of stall out with those penalties. So defensively, we've got to make some plays. There's Cyrus again at corner, doing a good job. Good coverage down the field. Quarterback has to pull it down, and you can see our guys. You got Bryce Ashlock and all those guys chasing the quarterback down. He was a load and a tough one to handle. There's Matthias. Matthias made a nice play at defensive end. How about Gabe chasing the ball down, doing a really good job there. Got 3 guys trying to fight for the tackle. You know you've got your defense playing hard when there's 3 guys that do that. Big D chasing that guy around. I'm telling you, I think he should have just jumped on the pile on that one. Big defensive lineman. I have a heart for those guys and chasing that quarterback everywhere. They do a good job getting the guy down the seam. They start trying to run some some toss into the boundary. Cyrus comes up, makes a nice play. Defense is there and do a good job onto the sideline. Unfortunately, we get called there on the sideline, I guess, so it gives them some fresh life, and they're able to get the ball down inside. Got a tackle where there's Jackson Jennings with a really nice play. Does a good job for us. Get to the edge here, get a nice play there inside the 10, and Devin Robinson makes a really good job, does a really good job. Don't quite get the angles we need on the blitz, and they're able to go in and score. So they tie the ball game up, and this is what I was talking about earlier in the show. Just a great job by our guys, and then of course, great effort there by Mackay. Does a good job, and then picks up the horse collar penalty. So we get a big return out of Mackay on that one, and I think that's what we needed for our team. Really good carry after a big play there. Here we are with another holding call inside. Got to do a better job with that. You come right back here, not Rovon, but Junior Smith, the nice play. Great job, really good job by Gino settling in the hole there, not running through the zone, and Rovon with a nice play. Good play call here. Get the bootleg to Gage. Love the effort out of Gage. I mean, just almost gets in there, and Lane Wood gets first pass and 100%, I think, there.
How about that? That's how you lead the statistics. Stay to 1.
Here goes Rowe with his second touchdown. Just walks right in. Great job with the offensive line, getting him into the end zone.
Now, does Lane think he needs to play more quarterback?
It may be. He's all over the place. I think he wants to play every position. Really good job defensively, getting a nice stop early on. You can see our guys kind of battling inside there, just really kind of getting after it here. They felt a little bit of energy there after that touchdown. Going into the fourth quarter, how about Trey Barnes? Really quick feet, and does a good job there, of course, with Matthias. Those guys doing a really nice job keeping the quarterback in, and good coverage down the field.
That's a great angle on his part.
Offensively, we've got some good field position. We come back, we get the ball. Rovon does a really nice job. A nice throw, nice catch, and there's Gino going in for a touchdown. A lot of fun. Good job as we get a few points on the board.
And some fireworks. How about
Fireworks there. Great job by our camera crew picking up a fireworks show. Coming right back here with the kickoff. Man, what a great job there. Nice job by Jalen Lewis. Jalen Lewis is a linebacker. That's really a safety that converted to linebacker. You're going to see a lot of Jalen in the weeks to come, doing a really good job for us. Get the holding call here. Quarterback sprints out, reverses field. Our guys playing with a lot of energy, getting great plays inside. You can see Irvin Fisher there. You see R.J. Wilson. A lot of those guys making some big-time plays. Big D in there does a good job. Rhett Rogers as well does a really nice job getting a nice stop there. Lots of guys chasing around fourth quarter, and we're still playing hard. Unfortunately, they get to the edge there. We got to make a play. Got to continue to battle. We're trying to right now. A lot of people look at 21-7, but there's this thing called district points, and you want to make sure you get all your points. And this is one of those guys that's going to go get some right here. This is the touchdown, the strip fumble that Gabe Ford comes up with, does a great job, and gets down the sideline and makes a move. And you see Jackson Jennings knocking him down. I was hoping we'd get another angle of this. Great job here. You can see he just comes in, rips the ball out, and heads the other way with it. And he does that 3 or 4 times during the week in practice. So
nice move at the end too.
He definitely, he looked like a I don't know what he had envisioned in his mind.
Yeah, it wasn't quite a tailback, but it was at least a nice fullback.
Exactly. So really a lot of excitement. We had to go back and tell our guys, hey, listen, y'all quit celebrating, catch your breath, because you're going right back.
Yeah, you got to go play.
Miss a tackle on the inside. Again, there's Trey coming down. Trey Barnes from the nose guard position, chasing, knocking it out of bounds. Guys everywhere up front. I thought our front really had a lot of energy toward the end of the game. Did a really nice job against the quarterback. They come back a little smoke out there to the outside. Defended really well. Jamori Ray makes a really nice play. Come back here. I love this play here by L.J. Brannon. Look at L.J. come in, forces the quarterback to throw the ball up in the air. And then, of course, Jackie's there. Jakari Jenkins with a nice interception. And, again, he's starting to get a few of those on the year.
But your defensive front is just eating them up right now.
Defensive guys really up front decided that they were going to take over this game and did a really good job. Offensively, we've had a little bit of flow in the last couple of drives, so we get Rovon, picks up some big yardage down the field. Again, just, hey, what can we do here to eat some clock out? Let's take our points and let's go home. Come right back here. Nice touch to the outside, and there's Gino again with some good speeds, get some separation there, but the throw from Rovon, really, really nice touch.
And he throws that ball early. He knows he's going to break.
Really nice job getting it over the top in zero coverage where the receiver can run underneath it. And sophomore receiver Gino Boyd with the big touchdown on the night.
Also notice behind that, DeMond didn't be blocking the back. He does a really nice job. That's smart football.
Guys started to play pretty sharp toward the end of the game.
All right, so you win the football game and you have to be happy. Like you said, let's win and going down the turnpike. You get a chance to do that. But you can't rest because it's right back at home, but it's right back to more football. Yeah, we got some tough games coming up in this district. Excited this time of year because you start to see other guys play against other people. You compare scores and makes it a lot of fun for the district race. All right, so we've had some interesting games with Mustang in this last few years. Let's talk about them when we come back, and we're going to get our up close and personal too. That's next here on the Union Football Coaches Show.
Are you out of high school and looking for a career? At Tulsa Tech, you can explore exciting opportunities in IT, aviation, automotive, manufacturing, visual arts, and more. And Tulsa Tech offers a tuition-free scholarship for adults 18 to 23 years old. That's what I said, free. It's called the Accelerating Independent Scholarship. It's like fast-tracking into a career you love, can make money in, and a career with a future. Find out more about Tulsa Tech's Accelerating Independent Scholarship at tulsatech.edu.
For more than 50 years, Central States Orthopedics and Eastern Oklahoma Orthopedic Center have been the area's leading orthopedic and sports medicine providers. And now, we've joined forces as Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma. One name, one focus. Excellent orthopedic and sports medicine care. Together, we serve as the team physicians for almost every high school and university in the region. We are the area's leading expert for work-related injuries, and our surgical hospital is the only 5-star rated hospital in Tulsa. Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma. Come see why we're better together.
We're back one more time on the UNI Football Coaches Show. Kirk Fredericks, the head coach. I'm Rick Coy. Let's get right to our up close and personal. And thanks to Dean Atchison for going right down from his house to do this.
Yeah, Dean came in. He's always taking some great photos for our kids, and really appreciate him being there. There's Junior doing a really good job. Excellent job with Junior Smith, high and tight, carrying the football. You see Gabe and Big D. Gabe, senior linebacker, just great chase on the ball. And then, of course, as the picture zooms out, you see Mekhi Belt and LJ Brandon. Really nice job. Nate Marshall, our center, does an excellent job each and every week out there blocking for Junior. Really nice job. Excited to see him there. And we come up right here. This is Jamori Ray. Jamori comes in, makes a really nice stop on the receiver off the swing pass. And then here's Gino breaking the tackle, going in for a touchdown. Always exciting to see young guys in our program. They're going to be really good players. There's Jalen Lewis. Jalen, again, talked about him. Great play there. Really nice tackle there. LJ Brandon flying around in the background there. And then, of course, when you see those orange stripes, that's somebody else's football, right?
Yes, sir.
And that's the one where Gabe, I don't know how Dean gets in all these spots. It's like in the right spot. But Gabe on the touchdown. And cool thing about high school is we get a lot of coaching done on the sideline because we get the replay, the TVs over there, and see that defensive front. So proud of Bryson Head, senior defensive lineman, gets in, got it in at the end of the game for about 3 or 4 plays, and then gets a turnover. I mean, great turnover at the end of the game for Bryson Head. And then my favorite is the victory play, right? Get under center, take a knee, and let's go back to Tulsa.
Yes, sir. With those points, as you mentioned, I will make this point. That's their football, but right then it was his football.
That's
Gabe
right.
wasn't going to give that up, was he?
Very, very, very true.
We talked about Mustang Friday night here, trying to light up red again. This has been a series that has been, A.J. Green made him look a little silly last year, but this series has been really contested.
It really has. One of the things that always is marked so well on our when we play Mustang is how hard their kids play. They play extremely hard. That's a credit to their coaching staff. And last year we were able to, and it's a COVID year, guys in or out. Had a good game against them last year. 2 years ago they were here. They beat us on homecoming, and so we definitely know that they're a quality opponent. I think we're tied in the district race with them right now. Really outstanding tight end, receiver. Play good defense. It ought to be a good game.
It should be. All right, so let's get untied with them. What do you think? Union and Mustang here Friday night. We'll see you there.